I'll take your questions.
Is it a virus?
We don't know.
How does it spread? Is it airborne?
Airborne is a possibility. We don't know.
Is this an international health hazard or a military concern?
Both.
Are these people alive or dead?
We don't know.
You really believe all this stuff on the news? Seriously, you think it's true? No, I'm here to tell you that it's an elaborate hoax created by the... What the heck's wrong with you?
Nothing, Foo. I just think I might have caught a little virus or something.
Holy cow, well stay away from me, you little freak. Jeez, how did that happen anyway?
Oh, you know, we went outside to do some essential shopping. I'm doing air bunnies for the essential part.
Essential, huh? Did you go out for toilet paper? Comic books. Well, I hope none of us are stupid enough to do things like that. What else?
Well, and then we just walked through the park and it jumped on my face.
Well, did you ever think about taking it off?
No, it's kind of warm and comfy feeling.
I'm just gonna go over here and sit down.
Oh, look, it just fell right off when I coughed.
So you're cured or what?
Oh, heck yeah, I feel 100%. Oh, but it looks like it spreads really quickly.
No, will you two get out of here and take your cute little viral face hugger with you? Hello, my name is... Get out of here! Fu Manchu! And you know what? Since the world seems to be ending and everyone's cowering in fear, I thought, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of it and pick up some of the Holy Grail figures that I've wanted on sale. I mean, everybody's trying to get rid of it. I guess to buy more toilet paper. But you know what? I found one that I have been wanting to have for so long. The only problem is, I used to have this entire line, but I ended up getting rid of them a long time ago because I was never able to get this figure. And now, this is the only figure I have from the line. Dang it. So I'm going to have to get the others because I'm pretty sure I could trade a few rolls of toilet paper for the others. You know what? I think this figure is perfect, especially for the climate of the world today. So let's go check it out, shall we? Today's review will be on the Sideshow Collectibles The Dead. And I cannot tell you how happy it makes me to see this box yet again. Man, I used to have this entire line, and this was the one figure that eluded me. Now, flipping the box to the back, you can see that there's no indication of what's inside here, unless you know how to decipher blood drops. No, I'm just kidding. That's just blood. But yeah, there's no writing whatsoever on this box other than Sideshow's name and The Dead. And I absolutely love that handprint. Oh man, this used to be my favorite line for the longest time. And you know what? I still love it. I just wish I still had my old figures. Because like I said, this would have finished it off. Now I gotta start all over. But you know what? At least I'm starting over at the beginning. So let's look at the box a little closer. Now, looking at the top of the box, you'll be able to see that the little circular stickers are still sealed. And man, it blows my mind that I was able to not only get this figure, but to get one that has never been opened. This figure is 15 years old. And man, I am surprised I was able to get it. Now, not only does it have those little stickers there closing it up, on each corner you get this little biohazard symbol, and I love it, man. It's sealing the box closed, and man, that makes me so happy. So yeah, other than those stickers and this really cool hand design, this box is really plain. And you know what? I think that's enough talk about the box, because this figure took me 15 years to get, so I say we look inside the box, shall we? Oh, and for the record, the front of this box is actually different than the other Dead figures because it's actually got a slip cover. And if you look carefully, this top part here slides off. Now, I'm going to leave mine on because I'm not going to cut all of these biohazard symbols or whatever. I'm going to cut these bottom two and just open up the flap on the bottom and slide out the tray. Now, the front of the box is actually this handprint still, but it's got a little window or whatever cut into it. There really isn't anything else to see. There's no other pictures or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to pull out the tray and show you the figure. So let's go check it out. Mission accomplished with minimal casualties. Now, you know how when you wait for a really long time to get something and you finally get it in your hands and sometimes you go, meh, and other times you go, holy cow, and it makes you feel exactly what you felt when you first saw something announced? Well, that's how I felt. Very happy indeed. Check this out. Patient Zero. This is the figure that started the deadline, and it was only released in a number of 300 at San Diego Comic-Con in 2005. And man, I was not able to get my grubby little doll hands on this figure, and it was so expensive because there wasn't very many, and people really didn't get them because they didn't know what the heck it was. It was just some unnamed zombie that they didn't know who it was, and the line hadn't really started yet, and yeah, nobody really cared. But you know what? Once that second figure came out, and the third, and the fourth, well, people started scrambling to try to get this guy, and man, I absolutely love it. This figure is so amazing. And man, I wish Sideshow would go back to making these figures, man, because this is so cool. You know, and don't tell me about the Court of the Dead or whatever they're doing now. I don't know what it's called. Look at that hand. It's so awesome. But yeah, there's a little newspaper here. That's very cool indeed. And, you know, like I said, I wish they'd go back and start making this line again. They'd probably be super expensive, but you know what? It'd be totally worth it because with the ability to make figures better, because this is on the old, you know, Sideshow body and stuff like that. And yeah, they've improved so much, and I would love to see new sculpts of these characters. This is awesome. Now, taking the tray and flipping it around and looking at the back of the cardboard that he's mounted on, you'll notice that he's tied down right there by the neck. And that's the only place that he's tied down. So yeah, once you snip that little cord, you should be able to remove your zombie. So let's pull him out, shall we? And of course, no sooner than I snip that little cord there around his neck and slide out the tray from the cardboard back, you'll notice that he's actually tied down to the plastic by his wrist. Now his legs are tied down too, but that's always just a little piece of tape. But you know what? That's pretty awesome. So let's snip those cords and remove Patient Zero. And here's the zombie that started it all, Patient Zero. And just look at that face. Man, that's a face only a zombie mother could love. That looks amazing. I absolutely love it. And just look at the paint job, the little speckling, the blood, everything. That looks so good. Look at the sculpt of the loose flesh on his neck. His nose is deteriorating off, so he'll have just that skull, you know, whole thing there on his nose. His teeth are all disgusting. It's got blood and wounds and stuff. That looks so amazing. Yeah, I have been wanting this figure for so long, and they actually released a larger version of this, and I really wanted that one too, and I was never able to get it. And of course now it goes for like $1 million. But you know what? This is amazing, and I never thought I would have this in my hands. Now looking at the rest of them here, you can see that the body underneath there, you can see that the sculpt stops, and it's just a plain old Sideshow body from that era. And you know what? This figure is super tight, man. The articulation and everything, I really expected it to be kind of floppy and loose. No way, man. This thing is super tight, and it's awesome. Now down here you'll see that the sculpt isn't on the forearms, and it's just his hands that are sculpted with the little veins and stuff, and he's got the speckling of the blood and junk. He's got a watch on. That is very awesome indeed. But yeah, that's very cool. His shirt's all stained. It's got holes in it. Oh, that's so awesome. Look at that rip there. The blood looks incredible. Yeah, it looks like he's got a bullet hole there in his chest, maybe another one right there. That is so awesome. There's another one. Oh man, that's so cool. Look, you get a hint of what color that shirt used to be before he got all blood-stained and dirty. Down here, you've got his other sleeve all rolled up and his other hand right there. That blood looks so wet. Oh, I love it. Down here, you got his pants. Now, he's wearing a belt underneath there. Yeah, take my word for it. And he's got little blood stains on his legs there. His pants look tattered at the bottom. Oh, it looks so cool. Look at that hole there. That is so amazing. Looks like it's shuffling along. And that base is so awesome. Like I said, I used to have all of the other figures from this line. And, you know, because I wasn't able to get this one, I guess that's why I got rid of them. I don't know. Probably got rid of them just for money, you know, buy Christmas presents and stuff like that. But you know what? This is so cool, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, I can't believe that I already have this. This is going to look so amazing. Look at all those bullet holes or whatever in his back there. That is so cool. I love how some of the blood, like right there, looks older or it's dirty. And then over here it looks more wetter and stuff. Ah, that's so awesome. And yeah, if you're a fan of zombies and stuff, or if you have any like Walking Dead figures or anything like that, you know, because this, 2005, did this predate Walking Dead? Not the comic, I'm sure, but the TV show? I think it did, because back then, people were like, a zombie figure? Okay, what's that for? But nobody really knew, and they just said The Dead. Well, I can pass on that one. And then lo and behold, they made more, and you know what? That is awesome. Let's get a better look at that head. Because like I said, for a figure that's 15 years older, just look at that paint job, all the speckling. Oh, it looks so good. His eyes are all milky looking. His nose is disgusting looking. He's got all those little cuts and stuff. He's drooling a little bit. He's got a little rip there on his chin. Yeah, just the sculpt and the paint. I would love to see Sideshow revisit this line. It would make me so happy. And especially if they made just all the old characters, you know, don't tweak them. Don't make them for the current year, as people like to run into the ground. I hate that phrase. But, you know, just make them like this. Just make the figures again. If you want to make an updated version of Patient Zero, I will buy it. And you know what? I have this one, and I'd still take a new one. This is so cool, and I absolutely love it, man. Like I said, just getting this figure in hand makes me so happy. He's got a big bite there in his neck. Oh, I absolutely love it. And I know this figure's not going to be for everyone, and they actually proved that when this first came out because not everybody freaked out over it. Like I said, it took a few more figures in the line for people to want to go back and get this one. And, you know, I don't blame them because that line is super cool indeed. Yeah, this is awesome. Now, you're probably saying, hey, what did he come with? Well, you already know he came with this really awesome stand that says The Dead, and it's got a little blood splattered there. He also included this little replica of thing from the Addams family, or maybe it's Ashley Williams' hand from the Evil Dead. You never know. But you know what? You can see he's been chewing on it, whatever it is, and it's got blood splatter all over it. And I absolutely love that like orangish blood look or whatever it is on the thumb. That is so cool. Looking at it from behind, you can see the details don't stop at the front. This is awesome. Look at those bones all snapped there from the forearm. That is so cool. And even though he does come with a hand sculpted to hold that little forearm, I'm not going to put it in there because I don't want to scratch any of the paint. I'm just going to leave it on the ground like Thing would run around his feet, I guess. I don't know. As for his last accessory, you get this tiny little newspaper titled The Sideshow Gazette, dated July 2005, which was the exact time of the San Diego Comic-Con that this figure debuted at. As you can see in the main article there is The Dead Walk Again, which should have been The Dead Walk because this was the first time Patient Zero appeared. But that's just a parody of the Day of the Dead's article newspaper that you see at the beginning of the movie. Now, as you can see, there's another article there, How to Survive a Zombie Attack, and that's pretty cool. I don't know about that. Look at that. It looks like it's London or something. It looks like the subway thing. And then down here you've got more articles. Now, some of this is real and some of it isn't. You could probably read most of that right there, which is really cool because they actually made little articles there, and that is awesome. Now, looking inside of the newspaper, you can see that the ads and articles and stuff still continue, and that is so cool indeed, even with color photos. I absolutely love that. This would look good in any, 1/6 scale collection, honestly. You could put it on the street, you could put it on a little newspaper stand. That's so cool indeed. Looking at the other side, you can see another photo there that looks a little bit like Melinda Clark from Return of the Living Dead. That's pretty awesome. Down here you got more ads, and that's pretty awesome indeed. Yeah, you know what? They didn't have to include this, but I'm glad they did because this is cool. Lastly, on the back of the newspaper, you might see a little ad for something else that I like. Ashley Wood's Pop Bot, and that is awesome. So, after 15 years, am I happy with this purchase? Oh, heck yeah, this is so awesome. Like I said, not only am I shocked that I was able to even get this figure, but to get this figure brand new, still sealed in the package, oh man, that totally made my day. And this is a holy grail to me, and Patient Zero is one of the best things Sideshow has ever made, in my opinion, and I am so glad that I have him in my grubby little doll hands, as I said before. And man, Sideshow, if you're listening, seriously, I am a huge fan of the Dead. Please bring them back. I would buy all of them. And you know what? I would love to see your new interpretations of these figures because, don't change it. Put him in a blue shirt just like this, make his face look similar, brown pants and watch, everything. Man, that would make me so happy. And this is just incredible. And I absolutely love it. So, there's my review of the 2005 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, The Dead Patient Zero. And man, I have been dying, to say that for so long because this figure is one that I have wanted for so long. I mean, 15 years is a long time to wait. And man, it was well worth it because not only is this thing in minty mint condition, brand new, fresh out of the box, man, I absolutely love it. So, until next time when Patient Zero visits your house, tune in for more food reviews.
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Food Reviews. And I'm out.